Alright guys, sorry about that. It looks like we had a little technical issues getting the stream started, but we are back up. Thanks guys for joining us. This is Best Bet Live. We are playing 2-5 no in the hold'em deep with a 300 mid buy-in, $1,500 max, and thanks for joining us here on Twitch, Facebook, and on YouTube. And yes guys, I am flying solo for tonight. Lots of good stuff going on through the room now. Right now we're running our $350 buy-in satellite into our Car Players Poker Tour. It's one of our first satellites of the night. And also, lots of action tonight in both rooms here in Park and Jack's.
3 in a row is great.
Back to action here, Dallas here in 2-5.
They just lost 100 people. There's one guy watching. 3 calls, 4 folds.
We got Shane waking up in the pocket. Jack. $60. Scott, you want to see? Maximum. Three players. And looks like Maximus will outflop everyone with the top pair. Nice size picker. Shane's going to lead out with a 50. Scott's going to call. Ten of hearts on the turn, maximize 2. Check to change. Scott's going to lead out at 125. Magnus is going to go 3 bet to about 3 and a 350. And
Go to bluff. Can't do it. I love it.
Alright guys, sorry about that. Is volume good now? Table volume down, announcer volume up.
Can I make a bad fold? No. Ace 10? What you got? 2 jacks. What'd you have? 2 jacks. 2 jacks? Yeah, I had you crushed. Six raise to 15. One of the best flopper jacks. Get call 2 spot. And make it 60. Yeah, that's kind of what I was rooting for.
Sorry guys, I'm going to tweak a couple things here. Checking test. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Hey, hey. All right, guys, that's a little better. Sorry about that. My volume was kind of out of sorts. So we are back in action. It's like Shane's going to go ahead and turn the nuts. Profit 160. There we go. All right, back to the action. Carlos with Queen Jack of Hearts in a race to $20. Action all the way around. Back to Shane, who's going to pick up Ace King. And just a flat from Shane. Flop 997. Checks around. Turn card 6 of spades. Small bet from Carlos. Shane's going to go in a call. Red card 10 of diamonds. Now both players playing pretty much ace or queen high. Shane's got the check mark. Carlos will need to make it big. Bet of 55 could get Shane to muck ace king. Be able to have to either hero call or go over the top. Looks like good hero call from Shane. He's going to go ahead and pick up this pot. Profit of $102. Nice call from Shane.
Oh, you know how to play poker. I watched the video last night. I drank my brain chill today. True story.
All right, guys, real quick, here's some stats to you all. Here is our lineup. Turn around from the 1 to the 9 seats. Current stack sizes. So again, pretty much everybody bottom between 1,000 and the max buy-in of 1,500. Maximus now holding the ace-5 of clubs. So the rate is raised it to $25. Mike with king jack off. We'll make the call. Now Shane, back-to-back hands will pick up pocket rockets. Last time with ace king, he did not raise. So with pocket aces here, definitely a 3-bet should be coming through. Now the sizing here is about 125. Wise muck from ace-5 clubs. You're out of position. Mikey with a king jack. It's like Mike is sticky with it. He's going to go ahead and make the call. Heads up action now between Shane and Mikey. Now Mikey's going to flop top pair. Let's see if Shane can find some value out of this. Doesn't want to bet too big. Board's not very textured out, so I think we like to do the down bet. So down bet $80 to go. Mike is going to make the call. Turn card trip kings now for Mikey. Will pull away. Shane will check. Now it's Mikey's turn to extract some value out of Shane. Nice little half bet pot.
Might be this guy. You ordered Rick? No, I didn't. Maybe it was
So Shane's got, I feel like he's kind of behind. I don't think anybody would be calling turn, barreling, calling flop, barreling turn. Kind of have to give him credit with the king there. Looks like Shane will make the call. And river card, queen of diamonds. Check from Shane. Oh, and Mikey checks behind. So I think it's spawn like, I think Shane might have lost the minimum there with pocket aces. Played it pretty well. Check back, check river. So I think Mikey might have lost a little value out of there, but Shane in that spot I think lost the minimum with pocket aces.
I had the Red Bull.
What's up, Dick from Yuma? Not much new, just getting ready for the Card Player Poker Tour Series. Couple trips lined up for myself. Probably gonna go to Vegas here at the end of June. Spend a little 4th of July weekend out in Vegas. Played a couple sessions at Orange Park. 510 out there is still alive and well. It has been going pretty much every other day. On the weekends, it's gone to like 2 or 3 games at Orange Park, so I can 510 Hold'em action at Orange Park is super wet. I think Hunter from last night played the stream and drove right to the Orange Park poker room to play in the game, and I saw him there. But back to the action here, Joe now with ace queen off, gonna raise it to 35. Maximus makes the call, heads up to the flop. Flop deuce at jack 7. Maximus checks. Joe with a C bet. That's a 35. Maximus gonna float it. 5 dimes on the turn. Joe's gonna barrel again with ace high. This could get through. Now about a 65. Maximum will now select fold. And Shane now gonna pick up pocket 10s, and Ted is gonna pick up pocket jacks. So Shane's gonna go a 53 bet from Ted to now 50. I might have sized a little bit bigger with Ted, only because with pocket jacks you might want to just try to limit the amount of players in the pot. So I might have a little size a little bit bigger, maybe down to the 60 or 80. But he's gonna get Maximus to call as well. And Shane might think to 4-bet here, but looks like he will. like a 4-bet to 2 in the queue. Ted will make the call. Action back on Maximus. And looks like Maximus will make the call as well. 3-way action to this flop. Flop tray deuce. Terrible flop for Maximus. He's gonna elect to check. Now Shane with the power move. He lets it go all in. Very tough spot for Ted. Now only holding pocket jacks with a 4-bet pre. Now all in. It's gonna be tough to put him on 10s or anything lower. So I think he might have in his head that he might have aces or kings or queens. But Ted's gonna make the call. 7 spades on the turn and 4 hearts on the river. And Ted's gonna take down this pocket jack. So great call pre, great call on the flop after Shane going all in with only a pair of 10s.
Covered, right? Yeah, but I'm going to rebuy some chips. So instead of me sliding all of these over. So what do you need? How much do you have? Oh, it's how much I have. Yeah. How much do I got to go? I understand that, but I mean, I can slide all these chips all the way over, and then I can ask for more chips. However you want to do it. I'm getting ready to rebuy it, so you got about 11. I was going to just give them some chips. So it'll probably be easier. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's going out there. So you can keep. How much do you want to keep?
So Shane gets stacked really early on. I don't not like the power move. Well, tough spot for Shane. He's going to get stacked again. Only about 4 or 5 hands in. Feel like it might have been a little bit of overplay from Shane, but it's commendable that of his complete aggressiveness. But Ted is going to walk away. Now he's going to be up a little more than 1,000. So after that pot, here are wins and losses. Currently right now, Ted up $1,500. So right now, with Queen Jack is going to make it 15. Now Shane's going to walk into pocket 9s. Shane's going to continue with the aggression, like on the 3-bet to 75. Maximus now with ace king. Only elects to call. Where he's gonna make the call as well. Now a set of 9s for Shane. Open-ended for Ray. And 2 overs for Maximus.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Next flop, you flop out of 10, or you want to flop quad.
So a slight down bet from Shane, but now with a set of 9s, and then have both players call. 6 of hearts on the turn to slow up the action now, but Maximus now has the nut heart draw. Big bet now from Shane to 200. That's right, guys. I am flying solo tonight. Looks like it's pretty busy in the room. Currently, we are running our charity event of the Guns and Hoses. 4 Spades on the River doesn't help Maximus. We have a satellite into the Car Player Poker Tour Series. Lots of cash games tonight, both here and at Orange Park. Shane gonna like to move all in. Maximus deep in the tank. I don't think he can really hero call this. Pretty much not really being anything. Paul Kim says, might should have bet a little smaller. And Maximus could have tried to take that pot away. So Maximus with ace king high cannot call, will fold, and Shane will pick up some of that money he lost from Ted.
Oh, man, huh?
Yeah.
Is that steam or not?
No, sir. I don't see. That 9's full.
9's full, yeah. Right, that's what I put you on.
Actually, I started with you.
All right, starting his hand out with a button straddle.
Where I don't used to back in the day. Just erase the thing.
Shane with the jack 9 suited.
Just variance is all it is.
Shane again goes going to raise to 15 now.
What are you up to over there?
Have a named hand.
3-way action to this flop.
$5 raise here, so.
Flop 5, queen, tray.
Check for 3.
Bet a 15 from Shane. Both players call. Turn card, queen of diamonds.
Yeah, just over here. Time break games as well. The time games is okay, yeah. Just grab them anywhere.
Shane with another barrel. I think over the last 3 hands, Shane has barreled every single streak now. I bet a 50 should do it. Maximus is going to get out of her pocket 4, and Joe's going to fold as well.
I want to get it for my boy.
You would be proud.
You would be proud. Tell me stop dogging me if I ever fold jack 9 set. No, he's actually dealing. Well, I don't know if he still is, but he was dealing earlier. Thank you. normally is, but I guess it's Dustin and Johnny tonight. Or Johnny anyway. Dustin's still.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Dustin's actually right now running the satellite for the Car Player Poker Tour Series main event. I'm back here by myself with just you guys. A little 2-5 action.
What guy, I know? 1300 1400?
Also played the meetup game last week. It's pretty fun. Hope you guys were able to make it. It was nice to play with you guys. From the looks of it now that we're kind of talking about it, it was a pretty good success, and we plan to do it again, and at least now we may do it quarterly, just like we do our 1010 Excel series, or our 1010 Excel main event. So around that time, I think we'll run another meetup game. Sean, yeah, Dustin, I think over the first 2 or 3 orbits at his table, went through 2 or 3 buy-ins almost instantly. He had a pretty aggro table between Tommy Campbell and Bashar. I think every other hand or everything, yeah, every other hand was pretty much playing for stacks. So he didn't fare too well the first hour or so. I think he might have been down 3 or 4 buy-ins, but he ended up making some of it back. I know Ali McDeal crushed the game for a little over 1,200. I know Adonis made a little bit of money. I think Jordan lost a little bit. I made a little bit. I was up maybe 700 or 800, but I think gave a little bit back during the last hour. But it was fun. It was great playing with you guys. Most of the players I think that played the meetup game have actually played on the stream before.
I'll come back in half an hour.
We'll be here.
Yeah, post flop play. Yeah, I remember sweating Adonis's kings there, where he made his biggest pot. I was about to push in because we all kind of switch tables every 30 minutes or so, and on one of the hands that Adonis was playing, I was gave him a good little sweat, pocket kings, and he ended up doubling up. Thanks a lot, Bruce Brown, for the kudos. Best Bet Jacks, #1 live stream in the world. And look at this, Shane now with the hooks. So with 1, 2, 3 players calling behind, I think you have to make it pretty big here. I think this is a better way of playing pocket jacks. There's so many players in the pot. Big bet of 150 now. I'm gonna put him to the test. Doubt anybody would call. Pretty much spots like these, like you definitely want to try to take in the dead money rather than playing a huge hand. Try to scoop up some dead money. So 3 limpers out of 20 seems pretty weak. If he had gone for a smaller sizing like 60 or 80, he definitely would have gotten a call or 2.
I lost 2 hands, basically, tens and jacks, and aces against king jacks.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What's he gonna do?
Keep 3 betting and 4 betting and try not
Just
to
go keep going.
end up with overpaired versus overpaired. 700 and shade in the middle.
So limps all the way around. Now Shane with the 5-4 suited on the button. I don't think he's going to turn that aggro switch off. He's going to like to go ahead and raise again. Now going to make it 30. Scott has made the call. Actually, now on Maximus with Queen Jack off. And that call is pretty much going to price Joe in with the 10-8 suited. 4 ways now to this flop. Pot now $127. Flop 10-6-9. Now Scott and Maximus with the open-ended straight draw. 8 on the turn, and both players have made their straight, but Joe has made top 2, no, not top 2, but 2 pair, 10s and 8s. And Shane with a gut shot straight draw. Well, not really gut shot straight draw because 7 won't help. Excuse me. Check from Scott. Maximus going to bet 25. Joe is going to raise it to 80. Shane has folded. Scott's got to love this action. Scott's going to go down 3-bet to 250. With such a big sizing here, I think Maximus is going to go ahead and ship it all in here. Although you could just call and try to rule in Joe. And just a flat for Maximus. Actually, back on Joe now. Tough spot for Jill. The one-liner is already out there. But does wisely fold. 6 of clubs on the river. Scott's going to go all in. Maximus going to call. Looks like a split pot between the 2 players. Nice fold from Joe. Pretty disciplined to muck 2 pair in that spot. I don't know why Maximus is taking so long to call here. Yes, the board did pair, but pretty much you're just going to have to call it off with pretty much the best straight. But he is taking his time. And it's like he actually is going into the tank.
How much is it? 460.
Charlie Ball, the current number of players that are on the list for tonight's game is about 6. So, not a huge list for this game, but with these players, I don't think we'll go through the list too quick. We've only been streaming for about just about an hour now. But I do not know why Maximus is taking so long to call this bet. I mean, you're never folding. It's one of those spots where I just say, well, nice hand. If you got it, you got it. But here I'm probably never folding in the spot. Zach Caleb says Scott thinks he's probably gotta be so good right now with now in the tank for above 2 minutes now. I find does make the call. So split pot. I think the rest of the players gonna be a little bit annoyed. That took him that long to call.
Max pressure, Scott. Max pressure. Did you ever think about folding? Yeah. It seemed like you were, but it's hard to lay that down.
I mean, the thing is, against Scott, I don't think I'm beating anything.
So your best case scenario, you're chopping? Giving you a lot of credit?
Back to the action here. Joe, we call with 7-6 suited. Ted now with Jack 10s on the buttons. Gonna go ahead and raise it up to 20. Make that 25. It's now back on Joe. We'll make the call.
So he could have had a set 10. He could have had a set 10.
Flop 5, King 10, 2 hearts. Joe with no withdrawals in the check. Ted with second pair. Just gonna go ahead and make it bet at 35. We'll take this pot down. Just remember, guys, to look us up. We are gearing towards our card player poker tour series. That event will drop down here in the middle of middle of June. Lots of satellite action. Lots of promotions for the satellites. Looks like every other day we'll give a high hand out to 4 hours a day to give a 380 satellite seat into that Card Player Poker Tour Series main event. That's Carlos with the Jack 10. We'll take down some blinds. A couple premium hands here. Maximus, Joe, and Ted. 3 ways to this flop. 10 of diamonds. On the flop, 10 deuce tray. Both Maximus and Joe will flop top pair. Maximus now with the best hand will lead a bet out. Looks like a raise now to 50. Both players now going nowhere. King of hearts on the turn. So checked all the way around. 8 of spades on the river. Looks like Maximus will go in check call mode. And checks all the way around, and Maximus will take this pot down. Actually, I do have a little update for you guys who are a little bit of fans of the Poker Bunny. Looks like she will be back here to play in the 510 live stream at the end of the month. So it looks like we'll have a return of the Poker Bunny. If you last saw her about a week or two ago.
I did, Lindsay. Give it to Scott first. I did too. Yeah, I'm waiting on one also.
And back to action here. Looks like Ted's gonna pick up pocket aces. Gonna raise it to a quarter. Scott gonna get in there with queen jack hearts. Mike gonna make the call with king nine suited. Four-way action to this flop. Flop queen 6-10. Top pair for Joe and Scott, but Ted. I love that flop. It's a bet of 60. Just gonna get some action from both Scott and Joe, but Joe's got two pair. I think a check raise might be in order here. Looks like Scott's the one who raised, and Joe's gonna go in and float. Actually, now back on Ted. Oh, and Ted's going to go ahead and just ship it on him. All-in wager. I think in Scott's eyes right now, he may be thinking about calling here only because thinking these players aren't a flush draw, but being a player behind, he may be a little more skeptical. Scott does like to lay it down, and of course I think Joe's going to go ahead and put the money in. Whoa, and Joe makes the fold. Woof. So Joe could have cracked those aces, but elected to fold. A little strange there.
Aces, guys. I had aces. I had aces. I was just kidding. No, I did not have the ace of clubs. Yeah, sure.
You have an open bet?
They're going to see in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too tight in my taste. Like Royal Flush said, he flopped the world and folded. little bit too tight in my book. I mean, there's very few hands in that spot that you should be afraid of unless you're afraid of the flush draw. And we got some premium hands here now. We got Carlos with ace king and a raise at a 20. Joe with pocket aces. Just a 3-bet to 50. And Carlos with just a call. Heads up to this flop. Flop queen deuce 5. Yeah, that fold in the queen 6 is kind of questionable. If you're going to play queen 6 like that and just smash the flop and fold, you probably shouldn't be playing it. So Maximus going to raise it to 35 with Jack 10 suited. Mikey with ace king going to raise to 1 at 35. Maximus will make the call. Heads up action. Flop tray 6 4. Kind of scary board for Mikey. C-bet would be good. Mikey now bet with 160. And that 160 will take it down.
Less than a tenth of 1% for the year. Definitely less than 189 to 1. Memorable. Go ahead. Heads up and two. I actually got something, just so you know. Top pair. Nice hand. Nice hand. Another cooler. With my 8-3 off.
Let's double down with that hand. What are you doing?
All right, looks like a small little pot brewing here. We got Maximus who just limps ace queen. Ted's gonna go to raise it up with queen 10. Scott now a pocket fives. 3 ways to this flop. Flop trade deuce 10. Cop pair for Ted. Gonna go and C bet to a quarter. Jack of diamonds on the turn. Jack of clubs on the river, gives a check mark to Ted. Scott's gonna try a shot at this pot. Now we're gonna bet 55. Looks like Ted does make the call. I don't think Scott's size is big enough for that pot. What's up, Raymond from Arlington, Texas? Thanks for joining us here on Facebook.
Not nice, Scott, every time. Every time.
Scott with the lead of $60 with 2 pair. We'll take down this pot. All right, just a reminder, guys, the Card Player Poker Tour Series does drop on June 17th. Event number 1, $560 buy-in. It's going to be 3 day ones playing on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 20K starting stack. Should be a good little tournament. I think the prize pool should exceed about 200K. Lots of events through the series, about 11 of them. Buy-ins ranging from the lowest would be $260 all the way up to our main event, which is going to be a $2,500 buy-in main event being played on June 25th and 26th for day 1A and day 1B. 30K starting stacks for those events. Also for this week and next week, we are running smaller satellites into event number 1. 120 buy-in gets you into the 560. Going to drop the link here for you guys. Again, for all information for our card room, for our series and promotions, check out our website, www.bestbetjacks.com. All right, dealer change. We're about a little over an hour in. Here's some stats for you all. Current stack size is 10 now. It stacks up to 3,500. V-Pip now. Maximus on the top with 51%. Shane being the most aggro player pre-flop. Also most aggressive overall. Current win-loss is now Ted up with 2K. And after getting stacked the second or third hand, Shane is down $1,000. I think Shane got stacked pretty early on. I think he overplayed pocket tens against Ted's pocket jacks. Pretty much a 4-bet pre-flop, and then I think on the flopper turn, Shane just rips it for like 1,400, and Ted ends up calling him before it runs out. Jacks are still good. All right, Ted with a king jack suited, gonna open up to $25. Scott with the ace jack, gonna make the call. Ted's running pretty hot now. The last few hands has been the first in the putt, and is always a flop top pair at least. Gonna pick up another $52 after that hand.
Wasn't sure which way I wanted to go with it.
Carlos now with the 10-9 suited.
So you can't watch the stream while you're playing? And if you have cards in front of you, you mess with them.
Nah, it's like to mitigate that, yeah, you cannot watch the stream while you're playing at the table.
Race to 50 was. On that hand? Yeah, I'm very curious about that one. I think about which one that was now. Queen high board. Did you hit on that? No, I would have called your bet if I'd never bet. You have never bet? Yes, sir. You ordered on the beginning? Yeah, I ordered it. Yeah, they probably had it and you went ahead and came to the I had ace king. Oh, gotcha. If I knew you right, I could call them sometimes, but I don't have any backup restaurants or anything. So. Yeah. I almost wish you would have 3-bet me pre-flop on that one. Hey, Joe, I never got my drink. Never got a drink? I normally would, but I ordered it. Yeah. Once again, also your sizing. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. What did you get?
harder aspect. Yeah, I'm serious.
Did you?
You were in a hand with the.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I like tunnel vision when I'm in a hand, man.
Alright, sorry guys, back to the action here. Three-way action to the turn. Flop king, jack 5 tray. Yeah, Shane with the hard draw is going to leave that bet out 15, and we'll take that pot down.
Thank you.
Again, guys, thanks for all the likes, follow, shares, and subscribes here on Facebook, Twitch, and on
My buddy
YouTube.
just texted me and said, yeah, aces. You got it. I was like, whoa. So I could have been trouble pre-flop.
I had aces once. Lost to king jack.
Makes it 15.
I think that's the first hand that I've seen Ray play. He's going to raise 15 with the 8-6 suited. Shane, pocket nines on the button. With just the call. Flop, queen, 7-6. Rare bottom pair. It's not going to bet 15 again. Shane makes the call. Turn card, king of clubs. Bet a 35 from Ray. Doubt that well. And that does it. I thought Shane might have would have called there, but Ray's gonna take down a small pot. As aggressive I've seen Shane, and I wonder why he didn't 3-bet with pocket nines on the button, going heads up. Alright, Shane with the ace-9 suit is going to raise the 15.
What's going on with this table, people? I had a big suited ace.
Yeah, I think the action on the table has kind of tapered off. Early on, the first 10 hands was all aggro. I think everybody's kind of settled down now. Joe now with the queen 10 suited, gonna raise it to 20. Ted with the queen 9 suited, just gonna make the call. Carlos is going to attend as well. Here comes the flop, three-way action. Flop deuce, trace 6. Nice little gut shot, straight draw for Carlos with some backdoor clubs. King of spades on the turn. Yeah, I have to agree with a lot of players in the chat. A lot of scared players playing tonight. Playing a little too snug. Scared money don't make money. All right, heads up action with Carlos mystery hand. Scott has pocket deuces. Checked around, free turn card, 10 of clubs on the turn. Ace of diamonds on the river. I think the first person to bend this pot will take it down. Carlos looks like he's in the elect to go ahead and throw a little bet out there. Take a bet of 50, we'll get Scott to fold.
no chance I gotta walk.
I'm calling you. I'm not even looking.
You haven't looked?
No,
I haven't looked either.
you haven't looked.
I haven't looked.
Well, the action's on you.
All right, so they're going to play some peekaboo poker. So
Just checking it out.
both players are not going to take a look. They're going to bet $100 and have agreed to check it down. And Ted with a pair of queens will take down the spot.
You need a club or an ace. I would have flopped the foot. Four high. Oh, really? I like doing the queen dog, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I would have taken your ass. Be funny.
All right, Maximus with the ace-jack suited.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
He's going to bump it up to 20. Mikey with pocket five is going to make the call. Ray on the button with ace-4 is going to like to fold. Ted still ringing pretty pure. It's going to flop top pair. All right, Ted checks. Maximus going to see bet to 35. I don't think Ted will go anywhere. He's going to go to make the call. 9 of hearts on the turn. Maximus is going to go that check behind. Free river card. Brings the 10 of clubs. Ted in check call mode. And another pot. It's going to be shit to Ted.
I did tell you I like that hand, Jeff.
Looks like Ted's in the hot seat now. He's going to pick up pocket kings in the small blind. He's going to raise it to 40. He's going to get called 3 ways. And just like that, he's going to flop a set of kings. Both players are pretty much going to whiff this flop. Same bet from Ted. It's going to make it 40 to go. Oh, Shane might be trying to make a play out of this. He's going to go and make the call. Trying to see if he can backdoor some draws. 4 of diamonds is one of them. Now Shane is going to be open-ended. Half pot bet from Ted. Shane's going to need a 7 or a deuce. Shane grabbing some black chips. He's gonna make a play out of it. He's gonna race to 300. Make that 275. And just a call from Ted. Quad Kings for Ted now. He's in the check behind. Shane now can only bet to win this pot, but drawing stone dead. Throw another bet out 300. He's going to get to see it anyways. This should be good for the high hand. Ted shipping it all in. He's going to show it. Quad Kings for Ted. Is it going to be good for the high hand?
That's timing right there.
Looks like Ted will go on the board for the high hand. Tonight's high hand from 8 to 2 a.m. is going to be good for $500 every 30 minutes. Ray with the AQ gonna raise it up to 40. Yeah, I don't think Ted has yet missed a flop or missed a board. Pretty much every hand he plays, he just crushes it. Sorry guys, the graphics are one card behind. Three-way action, 4, 5, 8. You're actually on the turn, 5 of clubs on the turn. Checks around, Ray with the ace high was going to take down the spot. All right, guys, bear with me. I'll be right back.
Night I caught quad queens at 29:40. Yeah, or I'm sorry, no, it was 20 seconds in. By the time the hand came in 29:40 and that, so check the clock, check the camera, and I hit it. Guy at our table, at about 13 minutes into the next round, hit quad aces. I'm like, I'm glad it went.
How much is that? Sorry, Josh. Desperation class with a small blind. I guess I need to smash the club.
up on time, huh? Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's all right. Not a single club in my hand.
Gosh, I two of them.
You got behind? Like $10. You got buddies? I don't know this guy.
No,
Looks like a jerk though. Look at what now? He looks like a jerk though. Oh, okay. You look like a fish though.
Button straw.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
All right, sorry guys, I am back in the booth. Had to take a little bit of break there. All right, getting to some good pre-flop action here. Looks like we are heads up on the flop. Shane with middle pair. It looks like Maximus with a gut shot straight draw is going to take the lead on the turn now with a pair of eights. Shane gonna bear another 120. Looks like Maximus is back in the tank. He is currently in the lead.
What's the neighborhood that I figure you got?
I mean, you know, I'm filled with lots of river aggression, so.
And it's like Maximus will make the call. River will bring the 10 of spades. Shane quickly checks. And Maximus will check and will take down the spot for $267. All right, that's going to put Shane further in the hole now. The stack's down to $770. Here's some stats for you all. This is after 44 hands. Current stack, Ted, should count at 4,600.
It seems like it held up, but you gotta wait until you sign something and then it's official. It looks alright.
We're doing good. No, I'm just wondering. I mean,
So Shane now stuck 2K. Most of it's in Ted's stack. Ted is now up 3,100. Up 2 buy-ins in about 2 hours. Not too shabby. I think Shane could be like in flip mode here. So with 3 players behind, Shane's got to make a pretty big race here. I think essentially I will be flipping. So he's going to size up pretty big here. Just like this is going to be about close to 200, or a little less than 200. Shane still super sticky. He's going to make the call.
He's trying to run me down all night.
Bet of 150 to go. Heads up to this flop. Shane and Maximus are going to mix it up again. Shane's going to flop top pair. Down bet from Shane. Trying to make it $100. Maximus float, and oh no, it is not Shane's night. Maximus now is going to turn a set. And they're pretty much going to go ahead and get it in, I'm pretty sure. So Shane's goes all in, snap call for Maximus. Shane's drawing dead. Set of 7s for Maximus again. We'll take down this pot. And Shane's further in the hole, so I think he's stuck now like just around 3K. Looks like he's going to call it a night. Tough night for Shane. He's gotten the worst of it every time. So it looks like we're going to lose Shane for the night. You have to agree with everybody else. Shane ran pretty bad there. I think that's the worst I've seen Shane run on this live stream. Just very unlucky hitting a cooler there. Now Max gonna raise it up $20 for King 9 suited. Ray now here gonna wake up with a couple of hooks. He's gonna make it 75. Maximus will make the call. Now heads up to this flop. Flop cherry tray 5. Ray with the C bet. Same bet, make the 75s and take down the spot. Yeah, it's like Shane's in the chat here on YouTube saying that that's the worst that he's ever run, but it happens. He's always enjoys playing. All right, we got a pretty good pot brewing here. Scott with pocket king is going to raise it to 20. Raise and then make a call with pocket sevens. And as just as always, an ace always hits the flop when you have pocket kings. Check through to the turn. 5 of spades on the turn. Checked again. Jack of hearts on the river. So very small pot for kings, but he does pick up a small pot. Not much action. Good point, Shane. Volume cures variance. He'll be back tomorrow. I'm sure he'll try to watch some of the hand histories at the table. I think, in my opinion, you play it a little too aggressively. Couple of hard spots. Some were coolers. You might have played overplayed pocket tens just a little bit too hard. And it's never a good feeling when you're betting into someone who has quads. But Shane has a great attitude. Again, volume cures variance, and he's going to be back in the grind. Joe, the queen jack off. Gonna make the call. Ray with the ace jack suited. He's gonna raise. 35 to go. Ted with all the chips. The ace 6 of diamonds gonna make the call. So pretty much every player is gonna be priced in here. It's gonna go 5 ways to his flop now. Here's a flop ace 5 7. C bet from Ray to 75. Lots of potential for Ted. As good as he's running, definitely have to make the call there. And just like that, Ted spikes it straight for Ted. It's going into his backpack, looks out. Turns the world. 225 to go. Check from Bray. I think Ted just needs to ship it here. We're trying to get a little value. Oh no. I think an all-in might be kind of bluffy. But I think Ray, after calling 2 in the queue on the turn, although he's not committed to the pot, but the board does pair. Clubs miss. Straights out there. Ray in the tank. I think he might make this call here. Oh. 2-finger fold motion, which is going to be and good fold from Ray. And Ted increases the stack again by 440. Cannot be stopped. Has smashed every single board he's been in.
Respect the run.
I had 8 freaking diamonds, but I found enough.
Really?
Yeah. So yes, I am running up here. It's ridiculous.
Lucky you didn't have ace king then, huh?
Yeah, we got my man Dustin out there. You can hear him over there intercom, running the satellite right behind the live stream table. It's like the last time I saw the clock up there. They're giving away about 3 main event seats, worth $2,500 each.
I don't know. I just
Maximus flops, trip 5s. Ted drawing dead. It's going to lead out about $60. And just a call from Maximus. Deuce of diamonds on the ripper. Ted looks like he's going to barrel again. 125 to go. Maximus going into the tank to definitely be raising in this spot. Looks like we have a new player in the game. He bought on a little over $500. Maximus now with the ace-9 suited. So put a small raise in here. Gonna bet it's 25. Make it 30. Ted's gonna wake with pocket fives. He's gonna make the call. Another heads-up battle, and Ted cannot miss. He's gonna flop a set of fives. Max with a good shot, straight draw, gets there. 9 high straight. A bet of 60 from Ted. And just a call from Maximus. I don't really like this. Although he does benefit. Now Ted, he's gonna fill up on the river. The hearts does get there. He's gonna bet 2 in the queue. Maximus back in the tank.
Good river, huh?
I mean, all the draws get there. Pairs the board, hearts gets there. Even a 10-9 beats you, so I think a fold here. If I was in Maximus spot, I could consider it. There's just so much out there that beats you. And he does like to fold. Good fold from Maximus. Good. And great not raising on the turn. Saves him a lot of money. And gets away cheap. I got 3 players for this flop now. Flop 7, Queen 9, Maximus top pair, top kicker. Cred 93, this stream is being played here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are located on 201 Monument. Seven diamonds on the river changes very little. Nice little value here, but I think with queen 10, you're not beating very much. Does he like to fold?
One big, one big.
All right, we have a $10 button straddle. Scott's going to limp in there with King Jack. Mikey will not play the 5-4 suited. Joe with pocket eights. Limp in the pot as well. Ted will check his option. Flop ace 7 king. Trey hearts on the turn. Changes very little. This time gets checked all the way around. 4 diamonds on the river. Scott's got the best hand. Checks around. Scott will pick up $62.
For you guys probably, for us it'll be longer. Yeah, everything's all gone. Only like the last one. Probably. Yeah. That's probably good. 2 folds, 3 folds. One makes it 15, 6 folds. 7 makes it 50, 8 folds, 9.
Look at that. Ted, pocket jack's going to 3-bet to 50. Ray's going to look him up. Flop 4, deuce 5, 2 hearts. Nice little flop for Ray. He does have a flush draw. A little gut shot straight draw. He's going to lead out a bet of $35. Sorry, Strawman. I did turn up the volume there. Ace of diamonds on the turn. Ray will lead out a bet of 50. Ted comes along. And just like that, Ray does hit his flush. A little half pot action from Ray. Like a very loose call from Ted. We'll make the call, and we'll see that he's going to be beat by raise flush. Ted didn't even see the flush, so he says.
So we can restraddle, probably not here, but live?
No, it would be kind of the blind raise.
Oh, really?
No restraddle.
TCH, you can restraddle whatever you want.
Just saying. We're not in Texas right now. Right? Let's go to Florida. Well, catch me up in Texas.
Raise to 40, 6, 7 folds.
All right, John Newcomer is going to wake up with pocket jack and a raise of $40. And Scott with pocket queens with just a call. Maximus on the button with 6-4 off. So we got 10 in, so he's going to put in another 30 to call. 3 ways to this flop. Flop king 6-8.
60.
Bet of 60 from John. Scott follows along. Bottom pair for Maximus. Ace of spades on the turn. That should slow up the action. Checks around. Here comes the river card for clubs. Scott will take this down with pocket queens. All right, looks like we're going to have another dealer change. I'm going to throw some stats for you all. This is after 60 hands in play. Current stack sizes. Ted inching his way closer to 5K. Nice little 2-5 night, having a 5K stack.
You want to give me all your tips? What are you saying? Double me up. You want me to double? Yeah, this times 2. Here, bring him right next to you to double. Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a drift. So his chance is not doing anything up. Better get him soon. I feel like he's going to cash out soon. I don't lose my dice.
So currently only 3 players showing some positive numbers.
You know how it goes.
All the rest are kind of stuck. Shane, who played a little too aggro, had to leave a little early. I think he was stuck about 2 or 3 buy-ins.
11 or 11. This guy. 11.
Daniel, I don't think his quad kings held. Otherwise, I think they would have showed up to pay him out. So I don't think I saw the paperwork girl come by the table. So I think his quad kings did not hold up. The high hand for tonight is 500 every 30 minutes until 2 a.m. like Ted has a straight. All right, looks like action is popping off here at Jack's. A lot of cash games. Looks like 3 5-5 PLOs, 1 5-10 PLO. It's like 7 2-5 games and about 12 or 13 2-2s. Both PLOs, both Big L games are going as well. And just a reminder, guys, we do have a new feature on the website. We have the active tables link. So if you go to our website and click on that active tables tab, we'll show you all the current games being held here at Jackson and at Orange Park. So I'm curious myself. I'm going to go and check out what we got going on here at Orange Park. And at Orange Park, 7 2-2 games, 5 2-5 games, 2 5-10 games. Like I said, Orange Park has been pretty strong with the 5-10 hold'em, having 5-10 almost every night. So Mikey has been pretty quiet. He's going to wake up with pocket nines, and he's going to lead out with a bet of 25 to go. Joe's going to make the call by queen jack off. Carlos is going to be there, queen nine suited. Gut shot, straight draws for both Carlos and Joe. Mikey's going to throw out a bet of 65. And Carlos going to see if he hits his gut shot. Maybe backdoor some club draws, and does get there. Mikey with a bet of 125 to go. I like this bet from Carlos. Trying to get as much value as he can. A bit of a min click. He's going to bet 325 to go now. Sorry, 350. Very scary board for pocket nines there. He can only chop the pot with Carlos. But he feels that he is open-ended. Could try to hit, although the diamonds and clubs could not be in play as well, so Even if it does feel like a bluff, there's just so much that out there that beats you. Like, yes, you're open-ended, but you definitely don't want to see a diamond or a club either. Carlos asking to spread the pot.
I'll show you if you fold.
Carlos does propose to Mikey that if you fold, I'll show. A little reverse psychology to try to make him make the call. It's a good lay down for Mikey, and he's gonna be happy to see that he was drawing dead. Well, drawing to a split pot actually.
I blocked you twice. I pocket nine. That's why I was thinking so hard.
That was like a friendly re-raise, huh? Like I got the lead draw and the nuts type of re-raise. And you're my best friend type thing.
Not my best friend anymore.
I thought I'd do it on the flop, guys. What if I don't get there? He's good here. Oh, no. He's got the best hand for sure.
Nice hand.
Yeah, for the folks at home.
Suck it out.
What am I
Gut
supposed to?
shot.
What am I supposed to say, man?
Damn it.
It's my specialty. What am I supposed to respond with? Yeah, for the folks at home. Next time will be.
Say what now?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said next time will be a bluff.
Okay. I'll call next time. Or maybe just ship it.
All right, nice little pot brewing here. Pot now 185. Flop 5, 6, king, all hearts. Raid. Flopping top pair, top kicker. Checked all the way around. 7 diamonds on the turn. Joe, the king 10 offsuit's gonna raise to 20. Looks like Joe and Scott's gonna
flop, open-ended. Looks like a 4 clubs on the turn. Both players are going to miss their draw. I think Scott, after 2 checks behind, definitely should try to take a stab at this. Yeah, looks like Scott will take this down with a $65 bet. All right, Bud straddle action. Mike with ace jack of diamonds, going to raise it to 35. A lot of trash hands. It's going to be folded all the way around, and Maximus will call with 5 tray offsuit. Mikey likes to check. Maximus checks behind. Does hit us jack on the turn.
One of those too. Glad you didn't have 2 of them. Right. Wish I'd had 7, 8. Be up on the board. I would have been up on the board, but that'd have gone on there.
Sorry guys, trying to catch up the action here. I don't know what really happened there. So we're heads up. Carlos on the flop top pair, top kicker. No pair, no draw for Ted. Actually, we have 5-way action to this flop. Flop 4, 7, 8, 2 spades. Maximus does turn club draw. And he will lead out a bet of 75. I'm sorry, a bet of 100.
One card or two? I felt like two.
They all feel like two. They're thick.
They all two, technically.
And there you hear Dustin over the ambient sound there. He's running the Card Player Poker Tour satellite. Looks like he's giving away 3 seats, $2,500 each, and $1,400 and change for 4th place money. Not too shabby for a 380 satellite buy-in. Looks like John might get trying to go for some value, but doesn't know that Maximus is holding Queen 10, so he should be able to call this ALR bet here. Although there's a one-liner to the straight. Yeah, the 8 clubs might have killed John's action, but I think with this thin value, you might get a small call on Maximus, and he does get it. Right, we have a little interesting pot brewing here. We got Ray with the Queen Jack of Hearts and a 3 bet to 65. Maximus out of position is going to make the call with 6-4. Not really sure, but I think I saw Ace Jack of Clubs fold. Flop tray 9-5, 2 spades. Maximus does flop an open-ended straight draw. Ray bet 65 into the pot. Maximus will come along, 10 of clubs on the turn. That gives Ray open-ended now. Both players check behind, free river card. And Maximus does hit the deuce for the straight. Don't go fishing a little bit. Ray with queen high is going to try to throw some kind of bluff out there. 125 to go. Maximus with the nuts. Just calls. Yeah, a little fishy there. Maximus had the nuts with the 6-4, just a call. Although he wouldn't have made any money, but definitely a mistake in my book. Maximus looking for 3-bet chips. He's going to raise it up now with Queen Jack offsuit to 80. Mikey's going to come along. Ray with the mystery hand is going to come along as well. Maximus does flop top pair. Three-way action. Maximus does flop top pair. No pair, no draw for Ray. Scott, pocket eights on the button. Gonna lead out about 25 to go. Lots of trash hands out there. Small bit of 15 from Maximus. Mikey with block 5 is going to make the call. Ray with 8-7 hearts on the button. Just a call. Maximus going to flop 2 pair. Almost a family pot. 6-way action to this flop. Flop 6, 8, 7. 2 clubs. And just like that, Ted just flopping the straight, gonna lead out with about $30. Ted has been smashing just about every single board for the last 2.5 hours. That's a trouble card for Scott. He's got 2 pair now. Big bet of 150. Bet of 175 from Ted. Five definitely did screw up Ted's action just quite a bit. And then with that 5, I think that got Scott to fold. Good fold from Scott. He was dead otherwise.
10-9 of diamonds.
Just a 10-9 of diamonds. flop in the straight.
What was that, nuts? Just nuts. Naturally. Flop it, yeah. I contemplate on flop top two, like your 3 hands in a row.
Couple of very marginal hands. 4 ways entering this flop. Flop 7, 7, ace. And Scott spikes the river. This was going to be a split pot, but he's going to take this down. Profit of $70. So again, I want to thank everybody here for joining us on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Thanks for likes, subscribes, and follows. We've got about an hour left in the stream. Joe's going to pick up ace, king, diamonds, and raise it up 30. Heads up Bastion. Top pair for Maximus. And Joe's gonna now lead his flop, so that turn is ace. Maximus now, because he's gonna elect to bet. 30 to go. I don't know why Joe didn't want to raise there. Trip aces for Joe. But Maximus is gonna go ahead and river that flush. Like this over bet from Maximus. And just a call from Joe. Maximus getting lucky there. Hitting the ace of clubs on the river for a lot of value.
Did I miss? No, that's just so we remind. I remember to put you back in. Yeah, 2 seats back. Thank you. 2 seats back. C3 forward.
I'm getting the box today.
What's that?
I'm getting the box today. I can't miss it about night.
7 off.
I look and throw it away and I even scan it. Like, you can't get in the box.
I can jack. 19 south.
Hot over here.
Yeah, for sure. I like being warm.
It's getting warm, but makes you max.
C closes.
Alright, Ted with the ace queen now gonna raise to 40. Carlos with ace 9 suit is gonna come right along. Maximus make the call out of the button straddle. Maximus is gonna outflop both players. Carlos with a good shot straight draw with Ted 2 overs. Checked around to Maximus. He's gonna go and lead out a bet with 35. Four hearts on the turn. Maximus shuts down. He's gonna check as well. Pretty strange here. Joe's going to go all in for his remaining 320 pocket tens. Maximus calls him down with 7-6 of diamonds. So a little bit of a flip. It's the first time we've seen this tonight. Flop 8-8 king. Tens are still good. Tens are way good now. Tens full of eights. Although Maximus did pick up a straight flush draw.
I was in the hand, and I got able to like 3K. Like 2 people got up, and there was only 4 players.
Yeah, Rick Silver, I would agree. A 9 diamonds would have been nasty.
A losing hand. He had no money to buy that. I mean, he had wasted 15K.
Definitely a bad beat. Not a bad beat for the jackpot, but definitely a bad beat.
Yes. I'm sorry? Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. Nah. It's okay.
Heads up between Joe and Mikey, both looking for that diamond.
Yeah, king high.
Ace high is going to win the spot.
Oh, God, that was so bad.
Where's my diamond? Where's my diamond?
So bad. It's like, oh, I want my diamond, and then I don't want my diamond.
Four-handed Mikey has a flush draw and gets there with the another backdoor draw to the Royal. Everyone else is drawn dead. Small bet of 10. Dan Cletus, the stream's been pretty good. We had a lot of action early on between Shane and Ted. I think players now are getting a little bit snug, trying to lock up their wins during the final hour of the stream. Trip Kings for Mikey. Gets the check mark. Trying to bluff catch. John's gonna get baited and leading out a bet of 105. And Mikey will take this pot down. Nice check behind, inducing John to bet the river there. Sorry guys, looks like we're not gonna have graphics for this hand. Oh, there it goes. All right, Ted finally wakes up with a hand. He's gonna raise to the 30. Carlos on the button. Looks like he's gonna min click it to 60. I'm sorry, it's like 90. Carlos actually a 3-bet to 90. Maximus running pretty pure. Does flop bottom two.
solid EV on that one. Nice hand, man. You were Ted, you would have been straight. Yeah. What's the not a nice man over there? He was, yeah, he was. Is that the turn? Who's brought that? 1, 2. Oh my goodness. No C-bet? I don't see that in bad places. Only every now and then. Check 2.
Kind of awkward action here now. Joe only limps with ace queen suited. Gets around to Ted now. Queen 10 suited. He's going to race to 75. Scott flats. I think all these players might get priced in here. We could see a big pot brewing. Maximus is going to make the call. Definitely going to price in Mikey. Oh, I would have called there for Mikey. Joe still playing passively. He's going to call. John's going to muck 5 tray of diamonds. Already 320 in this pot. Flop 6, 6, 5. Pretty sure someone out there mucked the 6. Scott's going to mash the flop with 150 to go with the nut flush draw. Maximus with the only pair. He's going to make the call. A little too much for Joe and Ted. Heads up now. Scott does spike the ace, but does bring the spade. I bet a 250 from Scott. Looks like we're going to go back into the tank here. Maximus now with King 5. He's got all the spades, all the 5s. Definitely don't want to inflate this pot anymore. I think calling is still a good. Does have the nut spade draw. Although Max is running pretty well in this game, he doesn't really like to play big pots. Other than the last hand, which he flipped with 7-6 of diamonds against a couple 10s. He likes to fold. Very tight fold for Maximus. But with the board being paired, could have thought he might have been drawing dead.
Oh, I didn't even notice. How much was that? 500. Of course he did.
No table share though, huh?
No table share tonight. Last time we should have gotten the 50 and then
Yeah, it takes you money away anyway. What a
have a
joke.
run right anyway. Yeah.
I had to get a player's card and everything for that 50. What a waste.
Well, look out, Ted. Pocket aces. Gonna raise it up to 60. Both Ray and John are gonna look him up. Flop 5 deuce queen. John with top pair. John's gonna go ahead and like to go all in for 129.
Yeah, that's why I'm not wearing mine either.
So John drawn pretty thin. Needs a queen or jack,
Just aces on his straddle.
and doesn't get there. Ted still running pretty pure. Pocket aces. Gonna take down another pot. Looks like we're gonna lose John.
Yeah, I was down the call and I looked up. I was like, oh, Ted straddled? I better fold.
All right, guys. Here's some stats for you all. Current stack sizes right now. Ted has not yet climbed over the hump of 5K, so stack around 4,500. Maximus trailing behind with a stack of 3K. So right now Ted's still up 3,300. Max up about 1,600. Mikey up a little bit. Everybody else is pretty stuck. Alright, sorry guys, like the Ash is kind of backed up here. We did get 22 ways, heads up to the turn. We do have a turnout right now. I'm trying to catch up with the graphics. Sorry guys, the action tracker is pretty much lost in his hand. Looks like the pot's gonna be shipped to Ted. Pocket 9 still gonna be good. I'm sorry, it went to Scott. Scott with the 10-5 does make the flush.
Red nines.
I can't stand no more of this.
Nigel had a flush.
One makes this like up. Two comes.
Carlos now wake up with pocket queens and small blind. Big 3-bet to 150. All right, he's gonna like to go ahead and move all in. 681. It doesn't matter. Carlos says he's gonna make the call.
Too late for that. Too late for that. 565. I hope you didn't flat massive.
Pretty clean flop for Queens. Queens take it down.
Damn, bro. Good timing. Nice spades. Had the queen also. Oh my god. You gotta call this all in. Yeah. After you call it. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not doing that, so. Okay. There's like 20 blocks behind. Will it work out? I'll check myself. You had 10? You had right. I love seeing the second ace. Oh, yeah.
Did you chip down today?
At 14.
1400 for C4. That's right. Look, Deb, look, you're on toss it. All in 3.
Do you want some bread as well? Yeah.
7.
Bet you didn't like seeing that ace?
No.
Second one, yeah. Yeah, second one, you're like, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I saw the check there.
But 30, 8. 9 calls, 1 folds, 3 calls. I mean, 3 plays.
I still.
Check down. Check her out. Got a 125.
Huh? Pocket queens are good there.
Quads are pretty okay. Maybe a high end. Always aces full of cross there. Like that. Small big twos. Raise for 30.
All right, guys, new player WP is going to come into the game with 700.
8 votes. 9 votes.
He's going to open the pot with 30 bucks with ace jack. 4-way action to this flop.
4 players.
Flop 5, 6, ace.
Check.
Set of 5s for Scott. Very wet board. Both WP and Kraus have ace jack.
85.
Bet at 85 to go. Now Carlos is going to limp here. Or raise. Yeah, I think it looks like just a limp.
Call 85.
I think Scott, out of position, needs to take an initiative here. It's like, should get some raising chips out. Looks like maybe a little min click.
10 range.
Scott's going to raise it to 210. Maximus has already folded. Ashton should be back on WP. Sorry guys, I think our action tracker needs to wake up. Maximus is out of the hand. Ashton is still on WP. Looks like he is going to go and fold. Carlos is going to make the call. Alright, sorry guys. Looks like the action tracker does have WP as calling, but I'm pretty sure he folded. Should be on the turn now. Scott is going to lead with 300. King Hearts on the turn. And sorry guys, this hand looks like he's going to get wiped out. Looks like the action tracker had a Carlos fold in this hand, so but he's still playing ace jack. Alright, that bet does get Carlos to fold. And Scott's going to pick up a small one, 385. Alright, Ted continues to outflop all the players here. Flopping top pair, top kicker, debut of pocket sixes. Alright guys, we have about 30 minutes left of this live stream. I just want to thank everybody for joining us here at Best Bet Live. Thanks for all the likes, shares, and follows, and all cool cats in the chat. Again, we stream here all Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and as we get closer to the Card Player Poker Tour Series, we'll start live streaming on Sunday for all of our final tables. All right, stack up 4, 10, King, Queen. And make it 35 to go. Scott again with pocket 5s. He's going to make the call. Now Ray's going to wake up with pocket 10s. And just a call from Ray. Definitely will try to 3-bet in that spot, but he does spike a set of 10s. The AP top pair. Gut shot straight draw. I think he's just looking to get it in here. I bet a 65 to go. Pretty wet board. I think Ray should definitely be raising in this spot. But he does like to just call. 9 of diamonds on the turn. Fills him up. I bet a 135 from WPT. Sorry, WP, and Ray's gonna go ahead and ship it all in there. WP is left with just 2 outs. Alright, back-to-back hands. Gonna wake up with pocket kings. 3 bets to 85 to go. Greg, we used to mic up the players individually, but we do have an ambient mic out there. Although most of these cash games, there's very little table talk, if not any. Usually on the higher stakes games, they try to enjoy themselves a little bit more, but a lot of the 2-2-2-5 games are kind of stoic.
You got one? You showed me the not fun one. Well, then they were both equally not fun. Okay, sure.
Again, guys, lots of action here at both properties on Jacksonville, at Jax and on the Monument and at Orange Park. Looks like we have a little over 34 games here at Jax. 13 2-2s, 9 2-5s, 7 2-4s, 1 1-3 stud, 1 1-2 big O, 1 2-5 big O, 3 5-5 PLOs, and 1 5-10 PLO. One of the biggest games we have in the room at the moment. And at Orange Park, 7 2-2 games, followed by 5 2-5 games, 3 5-10 normal hold'em games, and 1 2-4. Again, that was at Orange Park. I think tonight's high hands at Jax is 500 every 30 minutes until 2 a.m. We're just wrapping up our satellite for the Card Player Poker Tour Series. I think they had about 3 main event seats in the prize pool, along with about 1,400 and change for 4th place money. It is about to get real busy here at Jax. Again, the Card Player Poker Tour Series does start in the middle of June, so we have 1 week before the calm before the storm. The series will go all the way through the month of June. About 11 events in the series. Opening event is a $560 buy-in MTT. Day 1 A, B, and C, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And the Card Player Poker Tour main event will hold a $2,500 buy-in. All right, and a little bit of a heater now. It's going to wake up the Pocket Kings again. And a little tricksy bet, 15 to go. Sam gets a lot of trash hands in action here. We got Queen 10, 6-5, also 8-8 suited coming into the pot. Flop King, Jack 10. Ray flopping a set of kings. Gets checked around, no bet. 9 of hearts gets there on the turn. Carlos goes away with it, now has the straight. Still checking all the way around. Pretty scary board for all players. Where is this pot? Seriously. Ray has a set of kings, Carlos has a straight. There's only 60 bucks in there. I guess they're all afraid of the flush. So finally a bet comes out. 15 to go. And Ray, with a set of kings, loses the minimum. Where is this pot? So I guess that kind of happens, guys, during the last part of the stream. Everybody is trying to lock up their wins. I think Ray is kind of up in the game, doesn't want to give up too much. Alright, new player in the game. Looks like Don's gonna come in with a max buy-in. We haven't seen Donna on a live stream in a while, but it's always fun to watch. Don, definitely more of an action player. Maybe he'll choose this game up. So we got a button straddle. Folds all the way around. Ted is going to wake up with ace 10 and lead out a bet of $50 to go. Maximus always defends the straddle. 3 players now. Flop 9, 9 deuce. Deuce is currently good. Ted with a small C bet.
Doing good over there? That's a lazy call that one. Didn't even lift his head, you saw it.
And Ted is going to gain the lead. Top pair. Goes for a little value. Max can only bleed a bluff. He calls. And Max with the very loose call. He's going to lose another $75 to Ted. All right, it's like heads up action between Scott and Max. Scott does outflop Max. Flop top pair. Scott checks. Max leads out with a bet of 90. Liking the smooth call here from Scott. No reason to inflate the pot. Tray of spades on the turn. Seven clubs on the river. And check, check. Ted still not missing any flops. He's gonna flop top pair. Oh, Mikey making a play at it now. He's gonna go and raise and get Ted to fold the best hand.
I beat Ted. I had a pair. You're good. Make sure that everybody can see how tight I hold it.
Now Don has a straight draw. 1 over. Maximus does outflop him. Don's gonna elect to see bet. Looks like he'll take it down.
Is the sushi bar still open? Oh, I missed it. Damn live stream.
I think that's the 3rd time I've seen Max with the ace queen or ace king. Only limps pre. And Ted now wakes up pocket kings. Gonna squeeze at the 50. Flop 4, 5, 9. Taking a slow play. Max checks behind. Good night, Bruce. Thanks for joining us. Jack of spades on the turn. And Max does hit his ace.
start being pissed.
Two bolts. Three bolts. Four bolts. 6 bolts. 7 bolts. 8 plays. 9 goes up.
Max again, he's gonna the undergun straddle to 10. Definitely a spot you want to raise here.
Raise to 60.
Try to squeeze with a $60 bet. And we'll take this down.
Raise 25, 7 folds, 8 folds, 9. Heads up, easy. Check, check. So the 35. 75. Thank you. Small diggins. Yeah, right now. Call on 3. Roll 6, roll 7, roll 8, roll 9. Roll 1, up to check. 4 plays. Check, check, check. Stop. Check, 15. Roll again, roll 2.
Brian, all the 5-10 Hold'em games are actually at Orange Park. There's actually 3 5-10 games at Orange Park. All the PLOs actually are out here in Jax. So last I saw was 3 5-5s and the 5-10.
Small line.
Yes, sir.
Two bolts. 3 bolts. 4 bolts. 6, 7.
All right, Carlos wakes up with pocket 7s and open the pot to a bet of 30.
Heads up.
Max again with the straddle, must defend. Flop trade 10-4. Pretty good flop for 7s, but does like to check.
55.
Bet of 55 for Max. He's going to make the call. 9 of clubs on the turn. Then Carlos is in check call mode. Bet of 100 might get him to fold. Max with no pair, no draw. Carlos getting sticky. Still has the best hand. 10 of hearts on the river. Max can only bet to win this pot now. Two in the queue for Max. He's gonna put Carlos to the test. And Carlos does make the call. Nice little pot, gonna profit $417. And it's Mikey's turn. He's gonna wake up pocket aces. Gonna 3-bet to 80. Max with king 9 suited is gonna go ahead and look him up. Flop queen 8-7. Couple possibilities for Max. Bet 100 from Mikey. Set of aces for Mikey now.
Check. Check, check. 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 Show me. What do we got? 7. Small leg guys, please. And then two back. 9 folds, 1 fold, 2 folds, 3 folds, 4 folds. 8 makes it 25, 7 folds. And call. Check. Raise to 80.
Sorry guys, I'm back in the booth. Just had to help all the dealers here in the stream. We're about to close it out here, about 15 minutes left. I think all the players are playing kind of snug now. Kind of happens typically during the end of the stream. All the players who are up don't want to give any more up. The Max hasn't been wanting to play a big pot in a while. Well, let's see if we can turn it up. We got Joe with King, Queen of Hearts. Raised to 25. Sorry, Mikey was a raise to 25 with the mystery hand. Joe just calls. Don for Tree of Spades. Gonna get in there. Ted with Ace, Queen of Clubs on the button. Just elects to flat. 6 players to this flop. Flop 10, 8, 6, 2 diamonds. No pair, no draw for anybody else. Ace of diamonds on the river does bring the flush. Mikey is going to go ahead and lead out with a bet. Bet of 80 to go. Looks like we have his cards now with Ace, Jack. Ten of Hearts on the river. Mikey's going to check behind. Action now on Ted. He's going to find a little thin value, a bet of 50 to go.
Telling you bad things. You're like, this is bullshit. I stepped more than that.
you're done. See you, Darno. All right, buddy. Get it, Scott. Yeah, well, I'm not.
We got about like 10 to 15 minutes or something. Is that where it is?
10 minutes? Just about. You guys cut it off like right at 11? Maybe you'll double up on this guy here.
Really? You guys do know? I like the sound of that. It depends on the game, but yeah. Generally. Goal 3. Goal 4. Goal 7. Goal 8.
All right, couple last hands here. Scott on the button's gonna let these guys chop.
We'll give you like a little 3-hand warning or something.
This is a gift.
All right, heads up action between Scott and Max. Scott with 5 trip hearts, Max with ace jack, flop 9 deuce. Scott does pick up a pair. Does get it checked. 10 of hearts on the river. Small pot goes to Scott. All right, guys. Some last minute stats for you all. See how we're all doing. Current stat counts. Ted's still kind of inching his way towards a 5K stack in a 2-5 game. Wins and losses. Ted still up 3,300. Ray now the most stuck in the game. The variance of 1,600. All right, well, last hands of the night. Ted is gonna wake up with pocket 9s, no action. Thanks, boys.
Huh? Whatever I can get. took me so long just because I had to make sure it was enough. That was a hard one.
Off we go. One folds, two folds, three folds, four folds, seven folds.
Lots of marginal hands out there. Almost a family pot, but Scott with the queen jack, he's not going to raise it up to $30. Honestly, everybody's going to be priced in. 6 ways. Pot is now $155. Kind of funny because I feel like everybody's holding each other's outs. Flop, deuce, jack, king. Eight of hearts on the turn. Gives Ray 2 pair. And still checked all the way around. Ace of hearts on the river. Does complete the flush. Ray's 2 pair is still good. And it's still going to get checked all the way around.
We'll bring you racks, yeah. We just ask that you guys don't rack up until the final hit. Yeah, just about to, yeah. Two folds,
Looks like we have 1 or 2 hands left for tonight.
four folds, seven folds.
Ray's going to wake up with king, queen. Just a call. Carl's with king 10. On the button, it's going to make a race of 30. Scott with ace 9. It's going to limp in the pot. Sorry guys, the action tracker is a little bit behind. It's going to correct the action here. Flop, 5, 6, deuce. Looks like a straight flush for Joe. Checked all the way around. Scott gonna lead about out of bet with a 25. With the nut diamonds. I'm sorry, not nut diamonds, because Joe has the straight flush. Bet a 125 now. And it's like Joe's gonna get a high hand. 6 high, straight flush. Looks like he is gonna get on the board.
You might also have, we have an erase the board program. Oh yeah, you might have like 4.
I'll also erase the board program on both properties here at Jax and at OP. So we have all the high hands, all the straight flushes, all the quads, and it increases in value as more of the hands hit. So not only is it good for the high hand, but it might be good for the race off the board promo that we have as well. All right, guys, this is the last hand of the night. I want to thank everybody for joining us here, all of our chat regs on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. It's been an awesome night, guys. Hanging out with you all. Again, we stream all Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Thanks for all the likes, shares, and follows. Please subscribe to YouTube for all of our content. All right, Dustin, let them know. Last hand of the night. Let's make it a good one. And looks like that was it. No action. All right, guys, that was it for us. Again, this is Johnny Fantastic at Best Bet Live. Signing off. Good night, everybody.